Beezy. What's going on, y'all? This your boy Beezy from Extreme Sports Talk 305. Now today we talk about NBA still. Yes, it's the NBA playoffs. Yes. Now some of these games ain't been like really NBA playoffs watchable. They've been really blown out. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the west side of the NBA playoffs, like the Phoenix Suns and Denver Nuggets. And I'm gonna tell you why the Denver Nuggets down 0-3. Now that's not really a matchup, really. You see, that's why the reason why they down 0-3. The MVP Jokic, he need more help. Like today, he had 32 points here, but it still wasn't enough to get his team over the hump. They lost by double digits because he need more help. Like Porter, he's not giving him enough. All these other guys here, Austin Rivers, not enough. He having 6 points a game. That's nothing. And his other guys, they're not good shooters like the Suns. The Suns there with Chris Paul, and the way he running that pick and roll, like perfection. And Booker is giving him buckets. Yes, I said buckets. It's like a walking bucket. He averaging 30 to 35 a game. And when Chris Paul come and do that pick and roll with Aiden, and if you ain't coming for the lob, he kicking out for the three. You know that three with Payne and the others, that ball going in. And if you stepping back for him, he gonna hit a step back mid range shot. He gonna let you know. But as far as Denver Nuggets, they don't have the shooters for him, and he got to do so much. They miss Murray bad. And without Murray, it's not a good matchup for him because Murray he can get his shot off the dribble without the dribble. And they don't have enough for him. I feel sorry MVP, but it is what it is. Injuries is part of the game. So they can't get over hump this way. So they might get swept. Yeah, I said it. They might get swept. I hope they. I don't want to see nobody get swept, but it is what it is. Chris Paul gonna go to his I would say his first Western Conference Finals. It was not because it's not really because he went when they played against the Warriors in Houston. He was hurt. We're gonna see how long he can last, but good luck to him. But we're gonna talk about the real team here next. Well, I'm gonna break down here of the Utah Jazz versus the the Utah Jazz here versus the Clippers. Before I talk about these two teams here, if y'all follow me on Facebook at Extreme Sports Talk, over on Facebook, my own page here, I said in my Charles Barkley voice, I got Utah coming out the West. Now, don't compare me to Charles Barkley because when Charles Barkley guarantees something, it be wrong. So I ain't trying to be wrong here. I'm just letting you know, Utah is coming out the West. Now, Utah and the Clippers, that game in their series, the Clippers down 0-2. The Clippers here, I'm gonna tell you about the Clippers. They have the better players and the better athletes on the team. But Utah Jazz has Donovan Mitchell and a team. When I mean a team, they play as a team. The Clippers don't play as a team. They do too much ISO because they have the players. Too much ISO is not gonna get you too far because when you got good players, but it ain't like you got players like Brooklyn Nets, but their coaching is not up to par. And too much ISO, it's really almost like easy to guard, really. You know, make sure you stay in front of them or you go ahead. But when you moving without a ball and you moving as a team like Utah Jazz, it ain't really nothing you can do. Now the Utah Jazz with Donovan Mitchell, baby D-Wade, and D-Wade, if you could not, congrats to D-Wade, he got part ownership of the Utah Jazz. And he is helping out Donovan Mitchell because he is averaging 30. And he getting buckets. Like I said, he getting buckets. He averaging 30 like it's easy. He doing moves just like D-Wade, but he just shooting better. He getting a step back 3-point, and you ain't stopping that man. So, and then when they try to double team him, and they can't get back to his shooters, and they is shooting that three like it's easy. This is a different Utah Jazz this year. So, as far as the Clippers, they have them as this year's the number 1 3-point shooting team. Yeah, they are. But you see how the Clippers played. They're supposed to lose against the Mavericks. The only difference between the Clippers and the Mavericks here and the Utah Jazz is the Utah Jazz got more help because they never stopped looking at one time. Luka put up 30, 30, 30, 40. And it just, if he had a little bit more help, like Porzingis, Hardaway, they weren't giving him enough. They giving him with 10, 15. Hardaway had one game. It was inconsistent. Now the Utah Jazz is the number 1 seed in the West. Every time they pass it out for a 3, and they got the 6th man of the year, and they got the defensive player of the year on the same team, he got a lot to help. That's the reason why they're number 1 team in the West. Now, like I'm going to say here, like Charles Barkley say, I guarantee the Utah Jazz is coming out of the West. Trust me. And you could book it. Sorry, Chris Paul. It is what it is. This is Stream Sports Talk 305. Now holla at me. Shit.